Well, what a fun time that we have had today. Amazing, useful talk, Matt. When you confuse, you lose. Dr. Reem, you've been around here a little while. Thanks so much for joining with us. Love the storytelling bit, Matt. Sonny, seen you on Sunrise a couple of days ago. Yeah, he was indeed. What an incredible human. Everyone today has is an expert in their right and in their own way, doing incredible things. And I just want to say I really appreciate you guys sticking around for this long, or at least joining us at some level here and there. My name's Adrian Smith. I run a company called Run Gopher. We're an AI company, so basically we build bots for clients. Now, you're probably at the end of a large day. I just want to land on one point today. I'm not going to spend a lot of time harping on about AI because there's a lot in the media already, and there's a lot that we're thinking about already in terms of your business and things. But I've just got one thing that's going to be really helpful for you in your business today, and it's going to be a point that not many people talk about. That's been widely studied. It's from the likes of Harvard, Stanford. There's a Stanford AI Index report that speaks about this widely, but not many people think this way. And so it's going to be one point. It's going to help you in your business. We currently work with some of the world's leading brands in, especially across charities, across large business here and across the globe. And we look at one challenge for these clients, and that is how do we help them get more engagement quickly with leads, with prospects, with clients, whatever it might look like. Let me just add this to the stage. And so we really look at how do we help. Now, like I said, my name's Adrian. I work with some of these brands, and I really ask one question: is what does it look like when someone creates a lead or someone engages with your business? How do you engage with them? What is the next step for them? How do we actually help? I've been doing this for a long time. I started with Telstra consulting to licensees all around Australia, helping licensees solve one problem. And that was how to sell more, how to actually have more meaningful conversations with prospects. And so now I do that in the AI space. I am not an engineer, but I work with engineers on helping companies use AI to do meaningful things. Now, this is the thing. I don't just want AI for the sake of AI. AI has to have a greater story than just using a cool tool, which we will talk about in this. Now, what do? We use SMS, MMS, voicemail, and voice AI to help clients engage their audience in real time. Conversational SMS, conversational MMS, using voicemail drops, and using inbound, outbound voice AI. So where people can talk to a bot, whether they know it's a bot or whether they don't know it's a bot is up to the client, to have meaningful conversations and to help humans not do things to be able to do more meaningful things. So where AI can help do administrative tasks to allow a human to have more meaningful time in their day, to speak with clients, to work with their teams, all those kind of things. And so we help organizations with this. Who do we work with? The likes of Cancer Council, New South Wales Government, Smith Family, Gym Launch in the States, Budget Direct and World Vision, and hundreds more. We work with organizations to help them solve real-time problems in their business. Now, the big claim is this. The next 2 years, I'd argue, is probably going to be one of the most significant times in your business, because of the rate in which technology is advancing and change is coming, and the way that we do or don't adopt to technology is going to determine where your business sits in the next 2 years. Now, even Joe Biden, whether we trust his dribble sometimes or not, but he came out and said the next 2 to 5 years, we're going to see technology advance at greater speed than we have seen in the last 50 years, which I agree wholeheartedly. If you're looking at the AI landscape, you would be seeing things leaps and bounds, day in, day out, week on week, month on month. So the next 2 years are crucial to the longevity of your business. The way that you approach these new technology advances is crucial to where your business sits in the next 2 years. Now, why embrace AI? This is not just about making more money, trying to decrease costs to be more profitable. That comes into it, but it's a much bigger story than that. A much, much bigger story. Now, AI is more than just a buzzword. It's reshaping how business, from non-profits to large corporations, operate and engage with their employees and customers. Now, I referenced this a few times, the AI index report done by Stanford University. They spend a lot of time, and every year they release another report looking at AI, looking at trends, looking at different categories of business, how they adopt into it, looking at countries, looking at economies, things like that. The AI index report, make sure you check it out. And so, why embrace AI? Just a secret, it's not about the tech. The tech is cool. And if the tech is all that we're worried about, if it's just being able to generate incredible images, seeing robots walk the streets, driverless cars, all those things, if it's just about tech, then I'm not that interested. There has to be a bigger vision behind why we use AI. Because we've got to remember, AI is just a tool. It's just a tool for us to use. There's a report that's come out in the AI index report, and it says this: AI as a game changer is the subheading. Now, it's not just a tech trend, it is a game changer for businesses. Now, it highlights that companies are 1.7 times more likely to report improved decision making when using AI, and 2.2 times more likely to achieve operational efficiency. So get rid of profit and all those things. This obviously feeds into it. But how do we become more efficient in our day? With a goal, let's set a goal of getting back 2 hours in our week. How do we use AI to alleviate some tasks that we don't want to do to get back time in our week? Companies that use AI, they say that it says they're 2.2 times more likely to achieve operational efficiency than those that are not. By enhancing your existing processes with AI, you're not just optimizing operations, you're fostering a culture of innovation and agility, which can lead to, and studies show, a 20% increase in employee engagement. 20% increase in employee engagement. Now, I don't know about you who's watching, where you sit in the teams, whether you own a business, whether you're in a team, whether you have teams, but 20% increase in employee engagement is a game changer for any business. Now, this next subheading in one of these reports, it says seamless integration and culture. So again, secret, it's not just about the tech. AI has huge influence into things much greater than just the profit margin or the bottom line. The report underscores how businesses that successfully integrate AI into their existing systems are experiencing positive cultural shifts. Specifically, 70% of companies using AI report higher job satisfaction. 70% of companies using AI report higher job satisfaction. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know whether this is helpful for you or not, but AI is not just this thing that we use. It's not just a buzzword. It's not just us thinking about whether Terminator is happening and, robots are going to take over. It's about how do we use AI to impact our life in a positive way. A tool to get back time, to allow us to knock off at 5 and spend more time with our kids. A tool to be able to go and enjoy the things that we want to enjoy. 70% of companies using AI report higher job satisfaction. And this is no fluke. They also have an increase, a 25% increase in staff retention rates, which is huge. Absolutely huge. The next subheading they have is automating for efficiency and employee morale. So if you're thinking about your job, your company, how do we increase staff retention, increase job satisfaction, increase productivity? Like, these are all positive things so far. But not only that, look at employee morale. And so it says this, that 83% of employees in companies with transparent AI systems reported higher trust levels in their organization's leadership. So companies that not only adopt and adapt technology like AI into their business, but are transparent about it, 83% of employees actually report higher trust levels in the leadership. That speaks volumes. And especially after what Matt's saying is that trust is at an all-time low with organizations, with industries, within institutes. When we can be transparent about things that we are doing within our company, 83% of employees reported higher trust. Now, companies using AI, this is ethical AI and trust within the organization. Transforming customer and employee interactions. Companies using AI to personalize interactions see a 28% increase in customer satisfaction. Now, NPS was the big thing that came out a long time ago, the Net Promoter Score, where you, after every interaction, you would send a message or an email, or there might be an iPad at the toilet at, Singapore airport saying, "How was your interaction today?" And you would give it a score, 1 out of 10, 9 and 10 are advocates, 7 and 8 are passive, anything less is a detractor. Net Promoter Score was the big thing. Now, companies using AI to personalize interactions see a 28% increase in customer satisfaction. Excuse me, just getting over a cold. And so my voice has decided to give up. So what does this mean for you? What does it mean for you in your organization? Using AI, you get the ability to retain employees, attract good talent, become an efficient company, make more money, and have more time. That's positive, right? Now, as I turn to the comments, just so far, what has stood out to you in what I've shared? Excuse me as I tear up and my voice goes. But what is something that stood out to you about AI? Some of this might be new information, some might be old, some might just be me banging the old AI drum. But who's on the line, and what's something that stood out to you? I'll wait my 10 seconds to get through the delay. I'm really keen to know, what is a stat that stood out to you? Getting messages on my phone and in the chat here. Yeah, the 83%, where was that? 83% of employees, the higher trust in organization leadership. That's been a big one so far. And not only that, this one, higher job satisfaction. Satisfaction, yep. And then we've got Sony saying staff retention, which is a massive one. Finding good talent and keeping good talent is huge. Dr. Ream, stand out on what you said. A company will not survive the next 2 years without AI. Now, that is a big claim. I do understand that, but I stand by it. And the next 2 years are crucial in terms of how your business, whether they just survive, or whether they thrive in the coming economy. Now, the question is that enough to convince you to start using AI? Is that enough? If that's all there was, is that enough? Because that's pretty convincing stats on your company engagement, your employee retention, your efficiency within the company. Now, if money is all that you're thinking about at this moment, then all of those things make you more money. You save money by your staff not leaving. You become a more efficient company, which means we're not spending time on useless activities. We get to do all these things. And so if that's not enough, I'm not sure what is. The question is, do you want your business to grow or to die? Might be a bit harsh. The spectrum is grow or die, but that really is the question. Where do you want your business to be in the next 2 to 5 years? Do you want it to still be here? Do you want it to be thriving? Where do you want to go? This is the point for today. When looking at the studies and understanding what is the biggest killer to businesses today, and it was this: speed to lead. This is the one thing, if you're not doing it, is killing your business. Now, Harvard, Stanford, HubSpot, which Matt referenced earlier, Harvard Business Review, Stanford, they've all jumped in on a study which is showing the exact same things. And the stats are staggering, absolutely staggering. The competitive landscape has changed forever. And in fact, I think the level playing field is gone. There's no level playing field anymore. There are only two types of businesses left: those that adopt and those that don't. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's always been the case, which it's true. It has always been the case. But the long tail of extinction of business has been far longer to date than it will be from here, because things are moving much quicker. So where businesses we are an SMS business. People are just starting to use SMS notifications in their business. That technology's been around for 30 odd years. Now, some of you might go, well, how the heck are they only just using this? But the long tail of extinction of a business, or like the slow demise or decline, has been far longer to this point than it will be from here on in, I believe. Adapting AI into your business is crucial to your success, not only on metrics of profit, but of staff happiness and buy-in to the culture. So this is the problem: speed to lead. The studies have found that the average response time across all companies that they studied was 42 hours from when someone showed interest in a company to when the company responded. That's the average. So obviously some are quicker. Some never respond at all. In fact, nearly 50% of businesses don't respond to leads at all, which is wild when you think about what Laura's been saying about marketing, when you think about what Hugh was saying about the sales system, you think about what Matt was saying in terms of his personal brand and all this time, and think about Michael and all this technology that's coming at us and all this work that we do to get prepared to show up in the marketplace and go, hey, over here, let's do business together. Nearly 50% of companies don't respond to leads. That's it. This is the one thing that is killing your business. And everyone has room for improvement, which we'll go through. So, what do we do about it? The Harvard Review has given what we call the 5-minute window. Now, the stats on this are huge, the 5-minute window. And this talks about some of the psychology that Michael was speaking about earlier. But we as humans, how do we respond to things like this? The 5-minute window. So companies that attempt to contact a potential customer within 5 minutes, get this, are 100 times more likely to connect with them than those who try to connect the lead just 30 minutes later. So even 30 minutes, you get a staggering decline in ability to connect. Additionally, these companies are 21 times more likely to qualify the lead compared to those who respond just after 30 minutes. 100 times more likely to connect with a lead than those that are 30 minutes later. Now, let's just expand the window a little bit. So we've talked about, I might get rid of that for now. We've talked about the 5-minute window. What does it mean for a company that, let's say we go to an hour, which is still pretty good. Companies that respond within an hour are 7 times more likely to have meaningful conversations with decision makers and 60 times more likely to qualify a lead than those who wait 24 hours or longer. The study found that the average response time across all companies surveyed was 42 hours. It's just wild. The lead decay rate, let's look at this. The likelihood of qualifying a lead decreases by over 400% when the response goes from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, which isn't that long. Imagine putting in your lead and 10 minutes getting a call. Like that feels pretty good. But the studies show that the likelihood of qualifying a lead decreases by over 400% when the response goes from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. 400%. Only 37% of companies responded to their leads within an hour, whilst 23% never responded at all, missing out on valuable opportunities. This included Australian companies as well, Sony. So based out of the States, but was worldwide. So yeah, and there's more studies to come. I've just been reading about too. So they're huge stats. Sorry, I know that's delayed. You probably wrote that a long time ago. Huge stats. Let's look at just the top few. The 5-minute window, 100 times more likely to connect with those that connect even 30 minutes later. Lead decay. The quality of the lead decreases by over... The likelihood of qualifying a lead, decreases by over 400% when the response time goes from 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So I want to pause here and ask this question. Are you getting back to leads, clients within 5 minutes? Because if we expand this out, this is not just about new leads. This is about support tickets. This is about people asking questions about how you work as a company, so FAQs. This goes to how people inquire about your services. If there's not a response within 5 minutes, which I think seems unreasonable, and it's fair to say that we as humans just go like, just chill, just wait, we'll get to you. But that's not the game we're playing anymore. It's not about reasonable expectations. It's just about what is happening in the marketplace. We can have our own ideas about what is reasonable or not, but the stats are showing that this is what is happening in the marketplace. So, are you contacting or responding to people within 5 minutes? Are you doing it? Well, we work with companies, and this is where we pivot back to AI. This is using these stats, and how does AI help? And you know where this is going. I'm not going to bang on about it, but this is where AI really helps you as an organization. It's not about taking tasks. It's not about taking things off. It's about how do we assist people. And so I think the greatest thing that you can do for a client, potential client, is giving them an answer quickly. Dr. Reem, do the 5 minutes vary with the industry? I am in a very tech industry. Yeah, it does, but not much. And those stats are pretty. That's what they came to the conclusion of, was that across the board, across industries, these are the stats. I do encourage you, go and read the AI Index report, Stanford AI Index report. If you Google it, it'll pop up. It's a hefty read. There's a lot in there, but if you're interested in it, it's really, really super helpful. And so this is where AI helps, because we can, in real time, give answers to things. Now, the thing with AI, this is what you need to think about. AI helps bring data to life. This is what I talk about with all our clients. Before we get into solutions, before we get into anything else, it's like we talk about this. If you have data housed, like FAQs, scripts, if you have, previous conversations, this is all now meaningful and can be used to come to life using AI in the way of chatbots, in the way of formulating copy, in the way of using it for studies, in the way of using it for calls, whatever it might be. Structured or unstructured data, it doesn't matter anymore with the advancements. You can house your knowledge somewhere and bring it to life using AI. Now, What does that look like? A few clients that we work with are doing some cool things. Now, we do it for lead qualification. We do it for real estate demonstrations where if you want to call in about a property, you can get real time data about a property by talking, appointment setting, whatever it might be. And so I just want to play 3 clips which show just 3 ways that we have used AI to help clients narrow this window down to 5 minutes. Now, one is in lead qualification. One is just about general FAQs about a house that they did or maybe not visit. And one is about appointment setting. Let's hear the first one.
We do this all the time. So the next step is to get you booked for a free transformation consultation at the gym during the We do this all the time. So the next step is to get you booked for a free transformation consultation. We do this all the time. So the next step is to get you
and even parking for 4 cars.
We do this all the time. So the next step is to get you booked for a free transformation consultation at the gym. During the appointment, your coach will give you a tour, walk through your goals, discuss program options, and you two can decide if we're a good fit to get your transformation started. Sound good?
That sounds pretty good. Sorry, how much does it cost?
The consultation with our trainer.
Try again.
Sure. Do you have anything next Tuesday before 12 o'clock? Sure. Do you have anything next Tuesday before 12 o'clock?
Going to disregard.
We do this all the time. So the next step is to get you booked for a free transformation consultation at the gym. During the appointment, your coach will give you a tour, walk through your goals, discuss program options, and you two can decide if we're a good fit to get your transformation started. Sound good?
That sounds pretty good. Sorry, how much does it cost?
The consultation with our trainer.
So that's the first one where someone's interested in a gym and within 30 seconds, they get a call to go, hey, thanks so much for your inquiry about this. We're just here. We're an AI assistant. We're just here to help you find out whether this is the best next step for you. So that is a lead qualification. This next one is real estate
and even parking for 4 cars. It's set on a and even parking for 4 cars. It's set on a generous 777 square meters block with a divine in-ground pool. Have you had the chance to see this beauty in person?
Yeah, we saw it last Saturday. I can't quite remember what the air conditioning is like in the house.
The perfect climate control. The house is equipped with ducted air conditioning throughout, ensuring
they're not playing for some reason. Anyway, you get the idea. I might post them in the chat after this, but maybe you just heard the snippet of that. The platform seems to be playing up. But what we do is we help organizations reduce their contact time down into this 5-minute window. Because what we want to do is we want to see the increase in likelihood of converting, having meaningful conversations, or just addressing questions from an audience. So the real estate one is just the database is already sitting there, all the details about the house. So what does it look like to call in and go, hey, I'm interested in this home. What is the bedroom layout? What does this look like? What are the terms and conditions of the contract? And by having data sit there, we can bring it to life and reduce down the window of time it takes to get in touch. Now, for you as an organization, you need to address this yourself. The stats are pretty incredible. The 5-minute window, companies that contact potential customers within 5 minutes are 100 times more likely to connect with them than those who try even 30 minutes later. Before we wrap up, I just want to make a few points here. I know time is ticking on. So we at Run Go, for what we do is we work with organizations to help identify how can we shorten that window? How can we help you have more meaningful conversations using AI? Not so humans have to do it, but so that humans can stay doing meaningful work. How can we take the load off calls, administrative tasks, contact, all those things? The question is this. Let's pretend you're in the market for a new car. It's 2 p.m. on a Monday and you're researching a car that you want to land on. You notice that there's 3 dealers in equal distances from you that can sell you that car. So you register a lead. You go to those 3 websites and you go, I'm interested, I'm interested, I'm interested. Dealership A calls you in the average time. 42 hours later, you get a call from them, which is like 8 a.m. on Wednesday, remembering you done this on 2 p.m. on Monday. Dealership B calls you an hour after you submit a lead. Still pretty good. And then dealership C calls you 5 minutes after submitting your lead. The question is, who are you test driving a car with? Who are you buying from? I dare say it's not dealership A, because dealership C, who calls you within 5 minutes, they've already booked you in for a test drive before dealership A has even contacted you. The truth is, dealership C is closing the deal well before dealership A even opens its doors on Wednesday. This is the real life test, which we're working on, to show just the benefits of being able to narrow that window down. Speed to lead. Remember, there's this one thing that I want to leave you with today. Are you taking too long to get to your clients, to answer their questions, to qualify the lead, to book an appointment? This is where AI can help. Now, AI is becoming so advanced, it doesn't sound like a bot anymore, even though we tell people it is. People are becoming more and more okay with talking to a bot. In fact, the stat is that 23% of people prefer it. They actually get a better result than humans. Sometimes you just want to get it done and not be emotionally blackmailed into upgrading or refinancing or whatever it might be. Sometimes you just want to just get the receipt or whatever it might be. So my question for you today is this: are you paying attention to speed to lead? Do you have some knowledge base there, some information that you could bring to life using AI? I want to leave it there. There's been a lot today. There's been a lot that everyone has been talking about. Again, recap, reach out to Hugh if you're looking at how to generate leads and actually speak to clients that are your ideal client. Reach out to McQueen if you want to, and I encourage you to read his book, Mind Stuck, for those that don't want to be stuck doing the same old things, being unhappy over uncertain. How do we embrace uncertainty and move forward? If you're in the creative industry, look out for Laura, but definitely listen to her podcast, My Business Playbook, because they're an incredible guest on that you can learn from. Reach out to Matt Purcell for personal branding. If he's got workshops that come up throughout the year, and I would highly suggest jumping in one of those to help you build your story, build your brand, help you articulate who you are to the marketplace. And if you're looking at using AI in your business, not just for the sake of using AI, but if you're looking to use AI to help you create meaningful conversations with your clients, then I would love to help. How do we reduce that window down to within that 5-minute window to help you have more meaningful conversations, to qualify more leads, to book more appointments, to handle more FAQs, to deal with administrative stuff that you just frankly don't need to be doing? How do we use AI to do those things? Today's been an absolute blast. My name is Adrian Smith. My company is Run Go Far. Follow me on LinkedIn. Reach out if I can help. I'm also setting up a Slack channel. I'll leave the details in the event for anyone that wants to just learn about more AI. It's not a sell. It's just general information, tools that could be helpful, things that I use in my business, things that we're working on, real life stories from clients. Friends, it has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for jumping in, and we will see you next time. See you later.